No, sir. I think Laxmikant is not sufficient from a mains point of perspective. Laxmikant is good in terms of if you've done it properly for the prelims, in terms of say introductions or a good understanding of subjects, what articles to write, what part it was from. For certain sections, say fundamental rights, DPSP, those things I used to sort of revise for the later part as well. So government bodies, because there's one question which is asked from some of the government statutory, non-statutory bodies. For that, I used to only rely on Laxmikant, apart from a few committees that I could add from here and there. But I think a lot more needs to be done apart from Laxmikant as well. So those, any other source that people are using, I personally, again, made certain notes of my own. So say something like Parliament. So issues in the Parliament, these are not mentioned in Laxmikant. Issues happening with the Parliament, what are the consequences of that, what suggestions have been taken, use of committees. So those things I think you have to value add from other sources. So again, international relations, I made certain sort of templates or notes of my own. I also used the yearly compilations sometimes for that, for things that I did not have notes for and I did not have time to make notes of my own. But again, for this, so say certain, for Nepal or Japan, certain, so I used to make notes in terms of say the historical ties between both countries, in terms of common relations or convergences, various areas where that can happen, energy or say trade, other things. So again, made notes of my own, any sort of blanks that I had and certain topics, I used to rely on any sort of coaching material or external yearly compilations that I could find. I think the last time, so I gave this examination twice. The first time I had to write in Hindi also, so that was an additional thing. But I remember coming out of the papers and almost crying because I was not happy with my papers. This time I was relatively more confident because I had done more answer writing. So after my mains, I was relatively satisfied with my performance. In terms of difficulty, there were certain papers where you feel you didn't know all questions. So GS3 was one such paper where there were a lot of tough questions as such. But then I think I also came out with the understanding that it's not just tough for me, it's the same for everyone. So at that time I felt with the practice that I had done before the paper as well, I was satisfied with my mains answers.